Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7. I do have my new desk all set up and all that done. My lighting might be a little different. I feel like there's more shadows. I don't know, so there may be some playing around with that as we go along. It's just kind of one of those keep working on it kind of things, I guess. So anyway, the 50 Stack Challenge is a 25-week prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my bag, and I don't know what they are. You know, all the prompts are in the bag from the very beginning of the challenge. I draw 2 prompts, and the idea is to make 2 pieces of ephemera, 1 for each prompt. So then by the end you have a stack of 50 pieces of ephemera. I mean, obviously you're probably going to use them along the way, but that's the premise of it. So for example, last week, number 3, I drew green tree. And you can jump into this challenge at any time. You don't have to start from the very beginning or go back and, you know, make everything. That's totally up to you, because that's just, you know, wherever you jump in, you'll have that many pieces of ephemera. So it's up to you how you want to do it. But so don't feel like, oh, I didn't do it from the start, so now I can't do it at all. So for green tree, I did a green Christmas tree type look. And this is a piece of fabric, and that's fabric. And then number 4 was lace. And I'm kind of doing a lot of mine Christmas. They won't all be Christmas, but the last 2 weeks I've done Christmas. And so this was my lace piece. But you can choose, like, if you don't make journals for Christmas, don't celebrate Christmas, whatever, just make, you know, just use lace on whatever piece of ephemera that you want. So that is what I did for lace. And green tree was a green tree. So that's simple. And you could use, like, if you don't want to use a Christmas tree, pine tree, whatever, you can just use any green tree image that you want to use. All right, so number 5 and 6 this week. I can grab one, not multiples here. So number 5 will be postage stamp. And again, you can do whatever you like with that. Postage stamp. And number 6, I guess I can hold this up here so you could actually see it, huh? 6 will be flower. So again, use whatever kind of flower you like on your piece. And yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some things together. Okay, I am back. So I have, as you can see, loads of postage stamps. These were gifted to me by my friend Nancy V. And so I'm going to use them because there's lots of them. A lot of them are newer. Like a lot of times you see people use them when they're the older style. There's a few older style ones in here. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I just want to use them because they're fantastic stamps. And I've seen lots of people do things like this, so this isn't my idea. I don't have any names or anything, but we're just going to collage these all over this coin envelope. And this I got from, it was Your Creative Studio, has these envelopes in their packages that they put items in, and so you can see when I opened it I tore it and stuff like that. So this is like the perfect thing. And we're using this side because in a journal you would glue that back part down, and you need to be able to flip this up and get into the envelope. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna glue these all on. I know that's not super entertaining, but I think it'll look kind of cool when it's all done. We're just gonna collage them on like we would a lot of things. You know what I don't have, because I just did this, I don't have my glue book. Hold on just a minute. I'm back, so sorry about that. You know, it's just one of those things like oh yeah, I actually need something to glue on. Oh my gosh, too funny. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna be shaking that all the time now. My camera, I apologize. I'll have to rethink that. I actually was able to hook it to this desk rather than, I had a contraption that I had all worked up that I was using. I would prefer to have it attached to the desk, but now I don't know if that's going to work. I was so excited that it got to attach to the desk. Oh my goodness, it's always something, right? But I don't want to be shaking that all the time because that's super annoying. So when I picked out these ones, I was kind of going for autumn colors, and like I also have Christmas stamps that we might get to, but with autumn, obviously it's hard to find stamps that are strictly autumn. I mean, there's a few in here that are like agriculture, that kind of thing, so that works pretty good because I always think of agriculture when I think of autumn or fall. But a lot of them are just from the color. So if you're like looking at it going, oh, that doesn't look like fall, it's not. I mean, I didn't have any that were specifically fall, but I think the colors will be great. And if not, they can just go in any kind of journal, really. I'm gonna turn some not the right way, you know, all that. I did find this one. I thought that was pretty cool, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Thought that was kind of fun. What did I do with my scissors that I was cutting these apart with? Don't know. I just don't need that extra bit on there. So how are you guys? I hope that you're doing well. I am doing well. Oh, that's good. I need to say hugs and blessings to Ellie, Betty Ann, Sue, and Linda. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your kind comments. I really appreciate all of you. Welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. I appreciate all of you immensely. I know I couldn't do this job without you guys, so thank you. And if you could please check the like button, see if it's working. Just click it once. That's all you got to do. Click it once. Yeah, I think this will be fun. Here I said I was going to turn some the wrong way, and I'm just going all the right way. This one's tiny. Little yellow windmill. I found so many things that I had forgotten about. It's amazing the amount of junk I have packed into this little room. Well, I mean, it's not that little of a room, but still, it feels little because it's got too much stuff in it, way too much. So don't ever feel like you gotta send me anything. I really I do appreciate, of course, like this was an amazing gift. I really appreciate it. It's not that I don't appreciate it. I'm just kind of buried. My husband's always like, oh my word. Like, yeah, I know. I don't know where to put it all. I'm trying to use it as fast as I can, too. I think I'll turn this one this way. They all have to be going the right way. I do like this idea, and I've been looking at it for a long time. Like, I've seen a lot of posts and things where people do these, where they just cover it entirely in stamps, and I just have never done it. So yes, obviously this one is not Christmassy, but like I said, I'm not going to do every single one Christmas. I just will do quite a few of them because I need some Christmas pieces. Trying to make digitals for Christmas, but it's really hard to get in the mood. That's the only problem when you do this stuff, because, you know, people that are crafting, they want, like, they're starting to make presents, all those kind of things, so. Or at least that's what I try to do. Try to get it done earlier. I don't want to put anything on his head. Another littler one. I like this little owl. Trying to, if I can, peel off some of the papers on there. I guess I can cover up more of the historic preservation word. That would work. I mean, it looks cool, but so what are you guys up to? Anything fun and exciting? I just pretty much have spent 2 days trying to put this room back together, organize and go through stuff and throw stuff out that I don't need or want or I'm never going to use. And I did end up with one whole garbage bag full. I did end up throwing away a bunch of old scraps that were just not, I don't know. I don't even know why I kept them, honestly. It just gets overwhelming. And I know people are like, you shouldn't throw them away because there's some people that don't have any. And I do know that. I have donated whole bags to the school before. And all kinds of things like that. But at some point, it's just, I think Nancy Pyter is the one I was thinking of, because just recently she was talking about that. She's done that before where she's thrown out like a whole bunch, because you just get like, I have used this paper and used this paper and used it, and I'm just done. And I'm done trying to store it and tote it and do all the things. So and I've done the bags in the shop and done all that, but sometimes I just don't have time to do all that stuff. So I did toss some. I did. Starting to get too overlappy, I feel like. I don't know how to fix that because that spot needs something. And then there's going to be another spot that needs something. I guess the overlap is just how it's going to be. Oh, this one's real big. Would it go? It would go all the way across, but then there's that. This is tricky, not gonna lie. I thought, oh, this will be easy. There's this little, I don't like that one. I guess we're just gonna overlap. I do think you gotta kind of ink these, especially because like these are just cut out of off the envelope sort of thing. So sometimes there's some white envelope on there, so it's kind of good to cut them, or ink them, I mean. Words. I really like that. That really makes me think of autumn with the field there. What I did with those other scissors that are there. The decal edge ones. Oh my goodness, come on scissors. You can do it. That's the only thing that drives me nuts about those scissors. From the start, even when they're brand spanking new, they do that. I don't have any other skinny. Nikola Tesla. That's another big one. Thought some wildlife ones would be good. There's a little chipmunk. I'm really accomplishing nothing. Is this one good? Yeah, I might just have to do something like that just to get out of this little, I feel like I'm playing Tetris or something. Sorry, shook the whole thing again. Trying not to do that. Don't want to cover up the whole barn, but yeah, it's feeling very Tetris-y. Let's see. Hey, this butterfly. I want this one. And there's that. I've got this one already once, so I could have it just as a some come off of here. Oopsie. I'll turn it this way and I'll be all right. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to figure out a different spot to put my camera. Darn, I really wanted it on hooked to my table because my jerry rig system isn't great. Focus. We had the back of our house painted today. I know I talked about how we painted it, and we did, but I don't know if I mentioned it, but there was a spot we just could absolutely not reach at all. Just way higher than any ladders that we had or anything at the back of the house, and so we had a company come and do that for us today because that wasn't going to happen for us. So they came and did that, which is fantastic because now the whole house is painted finally. The guy was really busy when we first called him. And it was like, we can wait till fall. It doesn't matter. It's not like it was awful back there or anything. So, because the sun doesn't hit back there. So maybe with this one or a different one, I'll hang it off. I don't even know what this one is. Progress in Electronics. I don't think I'll be sad if I cut that one. Oops, that wasn't that great. And it's warm today, very warm. I guess I didn't need to glue all of that, did I? I mean, not as warm as it was. We're not in the hundreds, so I guess I really can't complain. But it's a still pretty toasty, roasty. I like that cow with the corn. That's very much my area. I mean, not my personal area. I know nothing about agriculture or cattle or anything. Just that's what it used to be out here. Now it's pretty much houses, but there's still fields and cows and all of that. Makes me sad because it was very much more rural than it is now. When we first moved here. Man, we're cruising up on 18 years we've been here, which is crazy. Don't know how to do this right here. I guess some are just gonna have to get chopped off. That's the only way it'll work. Sorry, Liberty Bell. Good thing we bought when we did. Wouldn't be living here now if we didn't. God, it's so crazy expensive. It's just insanity. Insanity. And they have, I think, just about every road in our area torn up in one version or another. It is crazy. Like, you need to teleport to get into Caldwell. And I don't teleport very well, so unfortunately. My husband's always like, so wonder where we'll have to drive to today just to get, you know. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to have to just glue it on and then cut the top off. Yeah, like how many detours or whatever we'll have to do to get where we're going. He got a huge rock chip in his window, so now he's gonna have to get a new windshield because of the construction. I think I'll do a thumb notch, that way that hopefully won't look quite as cruddy as it does right now. That one would have been good, huh? That's the only problem. You can't use them all, even if you wanna. Sorry, Mr. Pheasant. This probably isn't going to be great for you, but we're going to put you up there. You'll get a lot of it. Yeah, I know you guys have listened to me gripe about it forever. If you've watched me for a long time, sorry. I just get a little overwhelmed with the whole thing. It looks cool though, I do like it. I don't know about the flap. I'm trying to decide what to do about the flap. I guess I could put some on there and just cut them, which is sad, but... Oh, I had that one too that I liked. Darn! I wasn't paying very good attention. Yeah, you could still see part of that. I think that'll be all right. Okay, I think I'll put the glue on this because that way it'll be a little easier. I can just stick them on there and then trim it and not have glue all over my scissors, hopefully. I think I'm just going to put this one sideways, or this one. I think I like that one better. Those are Navajo blankets. I just love Navajo blankets. They're so pretty. So pretty. What a lot of hard work that would be. Let's trim that a little. Wow, this is gonna take me forever, huh? I'm not too awful. Try to, oh, that worked, yay. Be kind of quick, you know. I don't want you guys waiting on me forever, but some things just can't be helped. I get that all schmutzy. I guess it doesn't matter, it's gonna get glued down. I mean, this could go in any journal. I just think it will work in my autumn journal because it's autumn colors, you know. And I have no idea what I'm going to put inside of it. I did not get that far. But definitely can't say I didn't use a postage stamp. Now, if you guys are playing along, doing the challenge, you do not have to use a million stamps, because I know a lot of people don't have a lot of stamps. Just use one on whatever, you know. I just had that whole huge bag, or mailing envelope of them, and it's like, ooh, this would be a cool thing to do. But if you don't have a lot, don't worry about it. Another cool thing I wanted to do for a Christmas piece, I keep shaking that camera. Let's see, that's gonna be the end result there. These ones are hanging up over the top. Yeah, I think that's fun. So, just an idea to play with if you have lots of stamps that you're like, what am I going to do with all these stamps? That might work. And then another thing I wanted to try is to just, with the stamps, I know, move on to the next thing, but let's just do this real quick and see what we get. I have a million scraps of manila file folder that I discovered. So I want to get rid of some of those. And scraps, oh my gosh, I have a giant, oh no, I have a giant basket right now on my desk right here, huge, full of this kind of scraps, just neutral, whatever. So I think I'm gonna have to do some videos of scrap busting or something, because oh my word, I have a lot. I mean, I knew I had a lot, but it's bad. So we're gonna try to use them by putting them right here on my desk so that I can't not use them. I mean, I go through and I grab stuff out of there all the time, but it's never enough. Every time I do something, I make more scraps, so yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. What do I do with my little card? Sorry, I keep bumping into the table. I will fix that for next time. Just kind of this middle part of this. The other one, the last one will be fast, the flower. I thought about doing a whole tag with stamps like I did this, but I'll do that on my own. You guys don't need to watch me. But one thing I was thinking might be fun is to just, if you just took like, that one's so cute, like 3 stamps or however many, like that, Christmas ones, because the Christmas ones, they're definitely Christmassy, right? They're like Santa Claus and stuff like that. So, or Mary and baby Jesus, that too would look really cool. Just adds a pop of color with the neutral scraps. Did I just glue that onto? I'll put this one in the middle. And then you could run a stitch, whatever, you know, do whatever to it to embellish it more. Could put some gesso on there, which I'll probably do. Kind of that snow effect. You could stamp, whatever. My gesso, my nice gesso. And then of course stitch a piece of fabric at the top or whatever. These things you can get them Amazon. I don't know where else. I've seen them around. They're usually in the makeup section, I think. I just ordered mine on Amazon, so I don't know. Why not get this off of the back? Tip top off my hand. And we will check back with that when it's dry. But I think those are fun ideas. So here's the first one with the stamps. And then the second one just has the 3. So yeah, play with not so old stamps. I mean, they're older, some of them, but you can do it with a little bit newer stamps too. So that is the cool part about that. Then I found this, and this is, what do you call it? Oh, it's just obviously some orange watercolor. I don't even know what I was doing with it, but I just found this in my scraps. So I'm gonna put some gesso on it, and then I'll probably have to pause to get this dry. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got that dry. And then we're gonna ink it, because that's pretty white. It's just on watercolor paper, so And I'm using this brush, as I've said before, but if you're new, because this, when you go over the top, you get those circles. I don't want the circles, so this is just a makeup brush that I bought for this purpose. Oops, that was a little wet still. Take a pen, not a blue one. That one's really fat. Can't see over here very well. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of go around these, which you guys have seen before. Just, I don't know why, it just makes these paint chip thingies look better. Even though they're not exactly perfectly square or anything. And my pen doesn't like this paper. And if you want, you can do okay. Put this piece down. Oopsie. And then this is like out of a book. These were gifted to me. Oops. Well, I didn't know it would rip that easy. I think it was Marlene sent me that. Little bits of the insides of books, you know, the spine, when you take them apart. And I've been kind of saving them, hoarding them, but I'm like, you've got to use some of this stuff. So, I'm trying. And we have, this is one of my grungy Polaroids that I came out with last fall. I need my scissors. I'm standing there looking like, what do I need? They're grungy fall Polaroids, and there's all different things. There's pumpkins, there's jack-o'-lanterns, there's just flowers, you know, all kinds of things for fall. I think there's one with the old truck and flowers and all that jazz. So I'm gonna put that on there, but first I want to put these on and I want to staple them, so I'm gonna do that first. These are just Tim Holtz little bits of stuff. Probably put a little glue too, but thanks for hanging in there with me. It's a long one today. I don't know, it might not be that bad once it's all edited and put together. So now I'm going to use liquid glue. Use whatever kind you like. I have these leaves. I'm thinking, do I want like one? I got these, I think I want that one from Hobby Lobby. 1 year. I have no clue if they have them this year or not. I would think because they tend to carry certain things every year, but I don't know. I'm almost out of them too. They're kind of papery, but kind of fabricy. I really don't know what they're made out of, but they're pretty cool. I do like them. I'm gonna do my corners. I don't think I'm gonna round anything. But yeah, I think that's fun. Stick down, you. I think that looks very fall-esque. So there is flower. Was 6 was flower and 5 was postage stamp, and we definitely got our postage stamp on. Oh, that's not all the way dry. I didn't think to dry that when I dried the other one, but all that I'll do from here is probably just ink it a little more. That's one of the postage stamps. You saw this one. And then flower is the vase full of flowers. And that's probably gonna go in my tall autumn this journal. Somewhere in a pocket or whatever. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you jump in, and like I've said before, you can jump in at any time. You don't have to catch up. You can if you want, because then you're just going to have more pieces of ephemera, so it's to your advantage to do that. But if you're like, I didn't get in on time, just jump in whenever. That's fine with me. I'm not worried about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.